Hi there, Steve Brossman here, Amazon #1 best-selling author of the book Stand Up, Stand Out or Stand Aside, creator of the Business Breakthrough Blueprint, and I'm known as the Authority Catalyst, where I'm going to be able to help you create your authority status, become the leader out there in the marketplace, and then leverage that to attract more high-level clients into your business. And welcome to the free training put on by 2 Degrees Education. They've asked me to put a video or a webinar together to let you know exactly what we're going to be covering and a taste of the step-by-step programs we're going to be showing you how you can really build your business and have a breakthrough out there in the marketplace. So in this short webinar, we're going to be going through step-by-step some of the things that we're going to be covering on the tour. Now, on with the introduction, because I've got no one else here to introduce me. I'm going to do it via a video. And video is one of the most powerful ways to create connection and to get your message across. I'm going to show you this video, and then we're going to be talking about videos a little bit later on in the seminar.
There is a secret underground force that the nation's speakers, leaders, entrepreneurs, and businesses turn to when they need to make an impact fast. Steve Brossman, Amazon #1 best-selling author of Stand Up, Stand Out, or Stand Aside, he's the international speaker and consultant that entrepreneurs and business owners turn to when they need to stand out in their market. Steve's trained and coached over 18,000 speakers, trainers, and entrepreneurs in 15 countries and featured on every TV network in Australia, including hosting his very own TV show on Channel 9. Steve Brossman has an amazing gift for turning people's ideas and expertise into profitable businesses. Recently, Pam and Steve were named #1 and #2 video marketing influencers of the year.
Hey everybody, I'm back at my computer now. I've got some things to share with you. One thing that video did not say is that a lot of my TV work was in kids TV. And so what happens when I get excited, well, I get talking about things that I'm passionate about, I get excited, I talk that little bit faster. So as much as possible, I'm going to keep it at a reasonable pace so that you can understand me without looking at me. And we're going to get through the next 25, maybe 30 minutes of the webinar, some really awesome content for you. However, I've got to ask you a couple of quick questions of, are you sick of competing on price? In other words, you're out there, you look the same as everybody else, and the only differentiating factor is your price. And that's a terrible situation to be in, because the price just gets lower and lower, your profits get lower and lower, and you're working longer hours, and that's not a good place to be. And today on this training and in the 2-day workshop we're going to be putting on for you, we're going to show you ways that you can stand out in the marketplace and really start getting the clients that you want. Now, maybe you've actually hit a plateau in your business, been growing for a while, but you've hit a plateau, but you just don't know how to get to the next level. What have you got to do to make that jump? And we're going to cover that as well. Perhaps you've got some knowledge, skills, or expertise, but you don't know how to package it, you don't know how to sell it, or you don't know how to build a business. Now, you could be in business, or you could actually be in a job or employed, working for somebody else, and you want to take your knowledge and skills and expertise out there and start your own business. Well, a lot of what I'm going to be covering today and in the 2-dayer is going to be able to show you how to do that as well. Now, the other thing is you could be employed in an executive role or climbing the corporate ladder, but you're not climbing fast enough. You're not getting the promotions and the jobs that you believe that you deserve. A lot of this will be appropriate for you as well. Maybe you just want to make that breakthrough, the breakthrough in business and breakthrough in the lifestyle. And that's certainly something that we're going to be really giving you some information on how you can do that. Now, who is this ideal for? Now, I call knowledge professionals. Using your knowledge, as I said, skills and expertise as your prime service offering. Whether you're coaching, consulting, training, speaking, this is absolutely perfect for you. Now, you may be a service professional, whether it's the health and lifestyle, spiritual, technical, IT, financial, legal, professionals and trades. Again, this is going to be ideal for you to be able to use the techniques and the skills that you learn from this training, and also the 2-day that we're going to really be able to hone in and show you how to use that and stand out in the marketplace. Plus, it is also good for products, whether it's retail, B2B, or online. Then you can use it for this. But primarily, I'm going to be concentrating on the knowledge professionals and the actual service professionals as well. Now, it's time to learn a little bit more about me, some of the personal stuff, so you can know who I am, where I'm from. And I need to let you know that I'm actually from Sydney, Australia. And I live in a suburb called Brossman, which is on the water, not too far from the bridge and the Opera House. We've got a few famous things in our area, and the local oval right next to where I live is the Allan Border Oval. There's Alan himself, and our Brossman boy, our Brossman cricket. I'm sure many of you would have heard of Brett Lee. He's visited there many times. He's also a neighbour in the Brossman area and grew up playing cricket on the Allan Border Oval. Now, the bottom line is my why. It's my family, my darling wife Pam, who's also in the business as well, and she certainly is probably one of the most knowledgeable people on Amazon and book publishing, self-publishing, I would say in the world, definitely Australia, but predominantly in the world. And my young boy, my Y, Hunter, he's 11, nearly 12, and our gruesome Duchess, the dog. So she's a ball of fun. So I'm a family man, I guess. Being an entrepreneur was always in my blood. I grew up in a smallish country town. I had two parents that worked two jobs just to provide the essentials for us kids. But when it was time to get some more, we needed them, we wanted some more, then we actually started a business. And that put me on the path of, if you really want something, you want to go out and do something, then get into business and then just make it happen. And that's really what we did. It set me on the path of being able to leave school and then start my own businesses and really make a success. It was when I was a professional runner and training for the Olympics, and a back injury put me out. And through my rehabilitation, I fell in love with the health and fitness industry, set up my own health club, and then marketed quite a number of products around the world. A kids club into 5 countries, weight loss programs into another couple of countries. And it was then that I really fell in love with marketing. I really, with a passion, devoured lots and lots of training. I trained with people all around the world to get as much knowledge as I could with marketing, and that certainly has held me in good stead. But it was when I saw a litter problem, cigarette butt litter, that I really decided that I needed to do something about it. So I invented a portable personal ashtray that was with a difference. I took it from a marketing point of view, and it was because we did it differently that we actually sold 4 million units into 26 countries. We were named at that stage in the top 50 coolest companies in Australia, and we had the cheekiest entry into the top 50 cool companies. So that gave me the experience of being able to take an idea, take it to market, export it, and make a massive success around the world. And from that, I've been able to work with a variety of companies, whether they were single, solo entrepreneurs, again, knowledge professionals who are coaches and consultants to be able to help them build their business, through to multi-level, multi-billion-dollar corporations to be able to help them employ. So I've been able to work with quite a variety of different companies, single operators, solopreneurs, right through to multi-billion-dollar corporations. The same information that I give them is the same information that I'm going to be giving you and taking you through step by step on how you can use it in your business. It's been the last 2 years that I've actually been working on myself as a business and as a brand, and positioning myself out there in the marketplace. You may see in the beginning that I'm now positioned as the authority catalyst. I can help people fast track their authority status and help them build the information and the collateral to get it out there and leverage that information out there. And it's through that Pam and I this year were invited to a high-level international mastermind group on Richard Branson's private island with Richard himself and 20 other leading entrepreneurs from 9 other countries. Now, was it because I was just good at what I did, or I was positioned as a leader in my market? It was because Pam and I were positioned as leaders in our particular market that we were invited to join these 20 other people on Richard's Island. That in itself has opened up my eyes, it's opened up the doors, and it's really reinforced the value of positioning of you out there in the marketplace. And we're going to get into that really shortly. But first and foremost, this is the Business Breakthrough Blueprint. There's a lot in it, but let me take you through step by step very quickly as to what it is and how we're going to go through it. We are very shortly going to be talking about positioning and how you are positioned out there. If you're positioned the same as everybody else, and your packaging is the same as everybody else, if you sell your products and services just per hour or per whatever your input is, then you will be perceived the same as everybody else. And if you want to do any marketing, you're going to be spending a lot of money and wasting a lot of money marketing yourself the same. However, when you are positioned as the leader and the authority, and your packaging is the unique solution to people's problems, pains, hopes, dreams, goals, desires, then you actually can spend less on marketing because you are standing out in the marketplace. Plus, when I show you these three here, videos, books, and speaking, whether you're going to use all three or one at a time or just start with one, I'm going to show you how easy it is to get started, then that makes a difference. And we're going to be working on that. That is basically all we're going to be covering in this very short training, free training webinar for you, to be able to get a taste of what it's going to be like to be able to spend 2 days going through, immersing yourself in all of this information, and can't wait to share that with you. Now, look at this pyramid here. Most people in the marketplace are seen as generalists. They're seen the same as everybody else. Seth Godin, the great marketer, once said, "It is better to be different than cheaper, faster, or better." It is more important, it is more lucrative to be different. People can't be you, but they can come along and be better. They can come along and say they're faster. They can come along and cut their price and be cheaper. But when you are seen as unique in the marketplace, they can't be you. So you need to get out of being a generalist, because they're the people that are paid the least. When you start specializing, when you start niching down, when you start communicating with a certain section of the market, that you are the solution to their pains, problems, then you will be seen as a specialist and you'll be able to start elevating your prices. The big one is, the main one that we're going to try and get you to, is to be seen as a leader and an authority in the marketplace. I'm going to show you how easy it is to be able to do that. Now, don't worry that if you say you have to be the best in the world to be regarded as an authority. No, you just have to be an authority on something that is specific and appropriate to your market. Then, of course, there are the celebrities, and what we've got is the celebrity authority. But we're not going to worry about those right now. Our goal is to take you out of the generalist and up into the authority category. Now, get out your pens, papers, get out your tablets, get out your iPads, whatever you want to take notes with, and write this down now. Your perceived position predicts your profit. I came up with that in 2011. It is. Your positioning out there in the marketplace will determine how much you are going to get paid. If you are seen the same as everybody else, you'll be paid the same as everybody else. If you are seen to be different, if you are seen to be a leader in a certain thing, then you can elevate your prices and really attract the high level of clients and customers that you believe that you deserve. Now, there are 3 main ways to explode your position. They're the 3 things that we're going to be talking about on this quick webinar. First and foremost, videos. Videos are the fastest way to make a connection, create a relationship, but more importantly, to be seen as a leader and authority out there in the marketplace. When you start authoring videos, when you start being the person on the video, you are seen as the authority on that particular thing. Books are still the most powerful. And I'm going to share some great ways that you can get your book out. It doesn't have to be too hard. And speaking is labeled the most lucrative skill you can ever develop. Speaking and selling, motivating to groups instead of one-on-one. It's going to leverage your time, your knowledge, your expertise, and certainly increase your dollar per hour and give you many, many more hours off. So let's get started. Here are the money statistics. 97% of search is done online before making a purchase. We know that. As soon as we're going to be doing something, we'll quickly search online and then decide where we're going to go. You only have 7 to 10 seconds to get their attention on your website. So if you've got a website and you've got lots of text and people have to read it, they're not going to read it. You're going to create a connection with a video. 80% will watch a video. I'll say that again, 80% will watch a video. So if you have the right video, people will stay and watch it. They will stay 75% longer on websites with videos, and at the end of the video, 52% will take action. And in the today, we're going to go through on how to script, how to get the videos out there, how to overcome your fears of getting in front of the camera, and how to connect with people through the lens. And the big thing is 1 minute of video equals 1.8 million words. How many words can you get on a page? You can connect with people, you can get emotion, you can get everything through the video. 1 minute of video equals 1.8 million words, and that in itself is powerful. Just recently, in the last couple of weeks, Google has announced that 55% of all searches bring up a video, and 87% of those are on YouTube. Google owns YouTube. They want you to use videos. So if you're not using videos in your business, then you are certainly wasting a lot of time. Okay, now some of you may be thinking it's hard to start. It is easy to start if you have a smartphone. What I've got on the screen here, microphones, little holders, you can get started for as little as, and I'm going to put it in Australian dollars, which 100 Australian dollars. I'm going to have to use Australian dollars. You can get started for as little as 100. I'll put it in American dollars. 100 American dollars, and you can have everything you need. A small tripod, you can have a microphone, you can have some lenses, and get started with your phone. So if you're putting it off because it's too expensive, don't do it any longer. You can actually get started with your videoing and have good quality videos out there. Communication videos out there that will really show you are a leader in your particular market. Here's a very, very simple example for you. If you're someone who goes and has meetings with prospects, and there might be other people that are going to talk to that same person and try and win their business. One of the things that I coach is that as soon as you walk outside, you get your phone out, you shoot a quick video of you talking to them. Hey Bob, it was fantastic meeting you today. I really am looking forward to working with you on A, B, and C. I'm going to send that extra information over to you. Oh, by the way, to save you time, I'm going to give you a call on Thursday at 3:30 just to answer any questions and to go over what the next steps will be. I look forward to talking to you on Thursday. Cheers. There are some video email programs that I'm going to show you how to use. That there can actually be in his inbox, in his office. He can be watching that within 5 minutes of you leaving. Do you think that will make you stand out above any of the other prospects? Be seen as a leader, be seen as innovative, and all you are doing is shooting a very short video. We're going to practice that in our 2-day just to make sure that you can get it. And how easy is that? Okay, many websites look like this, and I'm not saying yours does, but many do. This was a recruitment organization. This was their About Us page, and all of that about us, our, us. And it really... it's not enticing, it's not engaging, it doesn't create a relationship. What if instead of, and this is another company in the same space, what if instead of having this, you had this?
Hi, I'm Carl Camden, CEO of Kelly Services. Unofficially, I would call myself the chief cheerleader for the operating team. It's a job which you go to work every day expecting something different to happen, and it usually does. You know, you can do the job as a CEO in 2 or 3 hours a day. No,
Okay, I'll stop it there. He goes on to say that the reason he goes to work is because they make a difference in the lives of others. That is actually engaging clients. And that in itself is a fairly inexpensive video to shoot. A simple background, some graphics, and a bit of music underneath. Very simple, but it is engaging. It is a point of difference. I'm about to introduce you to now, via a video, of somebody who did our course a couple of years ago. Implemented it very simply. All they did was some very simple video equipment, went out and did interviews with suppliers, with candidates, with successful candidates. They also put videos on their Team About Us page, but the videos were very personal videos, a bit about themselves, so people got to know them. Have a listen to the results by just putting videos on their website and what it did for them.
Hi Steve, it's Kate from Face to Face Recruitment. I just wanted to drop you a line to tell you how well we're going since we've put videos onto our website. To give you an idea, we used to have 20 candidates come through our website per month previously. Adding the video content onto our website now, we are getting 160 resumes coming through every month. That's an increase of 800%. So I think thank you, but we're really busy because now we've got to change the processes to deal with it. But it's made such a difference to us. So thank you for all the tips that you gave us.
Now that's an 800% of improvement in price. The thing was, she did our book course a couple of years after that, and just gone back and totaled the business gained directly from the videos alone over the 2 years was $285,000 worth of business just from that, just from those strategies. So learning this and implementing it really simply is certainly going to make a massive difference in your business. Now what you saw there was what's called a video testimonial. And one of the things that I'm going to be teaching on the two-dayer as well is how you, just with your phone, going to be able to grab some very simple and very powerful video testimonials to use on your website, to use in your business, and that in itself is massively powerful. And that's just one of the things that we're going to be cover on how you can use videos. So easy, and it can all be done if you want to with your actual iPhone. Now we're going to start in the combination of positioning and packaging, and letting you know that you don't have to do everything all at once. Now, those of you who are in a very competitive market, listen up, because Matt was in a very competitive market. He was a mortgage broker, and there are thousands of mortgage brokers, and all they do is supply home loans and loans to people who want a loan. Now, they all get the loans from the same financial institutions, and they're selling them to the people out there. So they don't really stand out until we worked with Matt. We found a few small different things that he was doing and leveraged those. And if you see here, he was originally called a mortgage broker, and these were his premises when we first started working together. Took him from being a mortgage broker, and because he was working on people and financing people who wanted investment properties, now we called him a property portfolio strategist. Now that sounds a lot better than a mortgage broker. Now there's some steps in creating these titles and these positioning statements. We're going to go through those in the two-day as well. How you can go from something the same as everybody else to be seen as different. Now, I told you about using your phone as a video. One of the things that Matt did do was did video emails to the people that he'd provided a home loan for 2 years previously. Hadn't even spoken to them for 2 years. All he did was jump in front of the computer, use the webcam, push the button, recorded, "Hey Mary and Bob, Matt here, haven't spoken to you for a couple of years. Normally at this point of time, people are looking forward to getting their first or second investment property. Just letting you know that we're doing that now and love to look after you. Look, just to save your time, I'm going to give you a call on Friday just to answer any questions, to see if you're ready for it, and let's take the next steps. Look forward to talking to you Friday. Cheers." He sent that out to a group of people, very specific, and had a 100% success rate getting appointments and then starting to getting them home loans. Became so successful within a 6-month period of time that a very large national legal firm called the MCP Group. They had offices in every state of Australia. These are their offices in Melbourne, in the city of Melbourne. They got their attention and said, listen, we want you to look after the financing of all of our clients, and they merged with them. So going from this office here to the top end of town in Melbourne was a jump that he did in just 6 months. However, there was a problem. Matt was still a boy from the suburbs and didn't really have the credibility at the top end of town. All the high-level business people, he was still a boy from the suburbs. So what we did, a fairly simple, relatively thin book. He wrote a book that was just basic knowledge, basic information that most people could get off the web and aggregate that information with a small amount of his own tips into a book that was called the 2014-15 Guide to Property Investment. When people were talking about property investment and looking for it, this is the book, and he wrote the book. Now, what happened when we launched his book? We launched the book. He got Amazon bestseller status. Within 3 weeks, his sales tripled. And 2 referral partners that would not talk to them before were started to refer them business. So by changing the positioning, started to use video emails to get the people out there, then later wrote the book. Massive, massive difference. And that was all done over a 12-month period. So don't get overwhelmed to say, I've got to do it all now. No, what's going to happen is you'll work out what's going to be the first and the best thing for you to get started with. Okay, now becoming an authority can start with becoming an author, because it is the first part of authority. And some of you may think that it is overwhelming to write a book and to write a big book. And let me tell you, I was the same. I struggled until I started using Pam's system. Pam's my wife. She created the bestseller impact system, frameworks, checklists. It makes it so much easier. So here is the basics of the system right now. Oh, sorry, I need to tell you, this is as late as 2 days ago. Pam told me and showed me the link and showed me what's happening over there in India. There's some massive changes on Amazon India. I'm not going to tell you right now, but there are some significant changes that I'm going to show you how you can leverage them to get more book sales, to get more books out there into the hands of more people. It's so exciting. It's been here in Australia, it's been in America, it's been in other countries, but now it is just launched in India, and I'm going to show you at the 2-day workshop what it is and how you can best leverage it. So the guided publishing system is all about 2 major things to get started with. And we start with the end in mind, and that's the payoff for you. What do you want the book to do for you? Now, you're a business owner or somebody in business and want to stand out. So predominantly it's going to be for positioning to get who you are out there into the marketplace and what you do. The next thing you need to look at is the purpose, and that's the start of it all. The purpose is, what does the reader need to get out of the book? What is the purpose of the book for the reader? Now, when you know what you want out of the book, and when you know what the reader needs out of the book, the rest is just easy. It's mechanical. You can then produce the book, publish the book, promote it, become an Amazon bestseller, and things do change. And I'm going to show you some great ways of doing it. Look, what's very popular now on Amazon Kindle are what's called short books. And if you know 10 or 12 frequently asked questions and you can write a chapter around those, that is your book. Really, it's that simple. So my book has, I think it's got 8 chapters in it. I'll tell you a little bit more about that a bit later. And once I understood this whole system, then it made writing the book so much easier, because people don't want to spend days and days and days and days reading a book unless it's probably a novel. Now, here is just a few of the 70 plus people that we've been able to help get Amazon bestseller status. And as you can see, there's people from all walks of life, in business, telling their own story, in the spiritual realm, in the health and fitness, dating, world religion, property, you name it. We've pretty well helped them, and there's a category on Amazon specifically for this. So it doesn't really matter what you do. By writing the right book for the right reason, it will be able to help you and your business. This lady here wrote each of her books, and she wrote 3 of them, each of her books in a weekend. The top 10 tips on listing your house for auction, selling your house at auction, and buying a house at auction. Just 10 tips. Those 10 tips, she was a semi-retired auctioneer. She then became a celebrity auctioneer featured on TV, spoke at national real estate conferences, and some real estate agents are buying her book to give out to their clients. Very powerful, but very simple, and it really did leverage her business and really smashed it out there. Now, I wrote my book, obviously it was for positioning, but it was also to drive traffic and leads into my coaching program. And let me show you how and why it's different. Now, if you get my Kindle book, there are live links in there that you could actually push the button and watch a video. You can watch a video of me doing some whiteboard training on some of the concepts that's in the actual book. If you get the print version, you have what's the QR code here. So funny enough, you could actually be sitting down reading my physical book, scan the QR code with your phone or tablet, and watch me and listen to me on a video while you're reading the book. And that's pretty powerful. That was seen as quite innovative, and it is quite innovative for people to be able to use that. So part way through, they actually need to opt in and they can have a taste of my coaching program. At the end of that, if they like it, they could then apply for one of 10 calls each month that I give away. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. If somebody has read your book, has watched some videos, had a taste of your coaching program and applied for a call, do you think they're a hot prospect? The conversation that you have with that person is not around, am I the right person for you? They've applied because they know what you do. They know who you are. They've got a fair idea of what you charge and that you're the right person for them. It's not a conversation whether it's if, it's a matter of how you're going to work together. My book in itself doesn't sell many books, but let me tell you, I'm making tens of thousands of dollars from my book. Listen to that again. The money is not in the book. The money is in having the book. I'm going to show you some great ways that you can actually leverage the actual book itself. So this lady here is one of our people, bought the course, devoured it, wrote her book within about 3 weeks of doing it. She was a lady who was kicked out of home at the age of 11. By the age of 14, she was doing things to survive that nobody should ever have to do. Became addicted to all sorts of different things, cleaned herself up, put herself through university, and has a recovery coaching program. Very admirable. However, for 2 years, she could not sell that program. Upon writing her book, becoming an Amazon best-selling Upon writing her book, becoming an Amazon best-selling author, and going through the speaker training program, on her next workshop, she had 24 people in the room. She sold 12 at $3,000 into her coaching program. She followed the guidance of having links in the book so they could actually apply for her coaching program, and she sold more out of the book into her coaching program. In the first 3 months of becoming an Amazon best-selling author, she made $47,500 from the book. Not a bad investment, is it? Learn how to write and then do the book. She became featured on Channel 9, our national TV, and also won a Southeast Asian Business Award for Best Not-for-Profit Organisation, all on the back of being positioned as a leader and an authority from having the book and getting out there and leveraging it from speaking. So what she's done is 2 of the 3. So she's worked on positioning, we worked on her program, so the packaging, and she learnt to write the book and speaking. So it was positioning, book, and speaking. So talking of speaking, speaking is the most lucrative skill that you can get. Instead of going around one-on-one talking and trying to sell yourself one-to-one, sell one-to-many. learn the art of getting in front of people, engaging them, and then be able to lead them down the logical conclusion that they need to do business with you. Look, here's the benefits of speaking. You can actually earn more and work less. You get instant credibility. The minute you're up in front of a group and speaking, you have credibility. You can increase your conversions. Instead of selling, the one-on-one, you can sell to groups. Leverages your time, increases your dollar per hour, reach more people, help more people, and it is a quick and easy way to either start or expand your business. If you're looking for the breakthrough, in your business and your life by positioning yourself as the leader, starting to use these things, and more importantly, to be able to use speaking in front of groups of people, whether they're groups of 5, 10, 15, 50, 500, it's pretty well the same. If you enjoy helping people and it's all about them, then I can help you overcome your fears of getting in front of groups, because it's all about helping more people at the time. It's not all about you. It's all about helping them. And on the at the 2-day workshop, I'm going to show you some techniques to be able to get out in front of people and really not only help them, but have fun as well. I'm about to introduce you to a lady. And all we did with her was look at her positioning, change who she was, and package that up a lot better, and teach her how to get in front of groups. Instead of doing one-on-one, she did one-to-many, and she was almost sick by working too hard one-on-one. And within 2 months, her life, her business, her bank balance totally turned around.
Hello, my name's Odette Linton. I actually come from Perth. We've taken what I have that I can do, which is this amazing gift to support people in creating abundance, and moved it into creating seminars so that I have more than just one person at a time. And we've actually just run my first seminar, which was this month, very successful, and made quite a few $1,000s, which was awesome.
So let's go through just the positioning and the speaking. And the reason I'm showing you her, because if she can do it, you can do it. She was a spiritual healer. She didn't really know who she was or what she did until we went through the system, went through the process and broke it all down, where she actually helped people overcome their money blockages. So let's go down here. So she went from some sort of esoteric spiritual healer that she couldn't define what she did, until we said, okay, she was a wealth and abundance breakthrough specialist. That's who she was, what she did. But the interesting thing was, when we worked out what her program was, she helped people clear their blockages, then prepare them for getting ready for receiving money, and then receive. So she was the creator of the Wealth CPR program. I'm not sure what it's like over there, but CPR is the cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's the bring people back to life program. So that's what we did. We brought people back to life with their wealth program, and that's what we did for her. So all she did was learn how to get in front of groups, speak, and then run group programs. And we actually doubled her income in 2.5 months, and she works 25% less time. So that's something really cool. Not only did we help her help more people by doing it in groups, we virtually gave her life back. And actually she's now traveling through Europe doing this as she goes. So here is the business breakthrough blueprint again. All we've done in this part of it was talk about positioning, a little bit of packaging, but most importantly, videos, books, and speaking. And you know now that it's not daunting, it's not overwhelming. You can start videos just with your phone. You can write a book on frequently asked questions, and you can get in front of small groups if you want to really build your business. Those three there are what I call the holy trinity of positioning marketing. Then of course we've got some of these others here. Down the track, actually at the 2-day, I'm going to be going through Persuade, which is a sales program, and how you can get out there and leverage and actually sell without being pushy and salesy. The technique that I use there is really cool and very, very successful. So that's the blueprint that we touched on tonight, and then we're going to be doing it in the 2 days. Quick question now. In the 20 odd minutes that we've had together, how much have you learnt? How much of that, if you can, and when you get to know how to put it into your business, will make a difference in your business? Just imagine you are seen as different. You're positioned to be different. You're seen as the leader, the authority in the marketplace. You're using videos and video emails very successfully just with your iPhone. You've got a book out there and it didn't take long. It wasn't that stressful. You've got your top 10 tips or your 10 mistakes that people make when they don't do business with you. That's your book that's out there. It shows you as the leader. And you're being asked to speak to groups. They say, look, you're an authority, you're a leader, you're an Amazon best-selling author. Please come and speak to us. And you have more people coming to you in groups than you did ever before. Imagine, what would that feel like? What would that do to your business to be able to implement all of this in a short period of time? And in the 2-day, we're going to give you the plans to be able to do all of that, plus a super bonus. I'm going to be bringing and sharing with you the champion's mindset, how to develop the champion's mindset. One thing I didn't tell you right at the beginning is I'm a professional coach as well, a sports coach. I've been able to take people to the Olympics. From one guy who could not bench press 10 kilos when we got started to represent his country at the Olympics. To be able to work with people, to give them the belief they can achieve more than they've ever thought possible. To be able to create that champion's mindset in business has been a gift that I've got. And I'm blessed to have that, and I'm bringing this program, and it's going to be one of the early parts of the first day. Then you can go through the rest of the program with the champion's mindset, with the belief that you can get out there and do this and achieve all of that. So if you think this is going to be an awesome 2 days, it's right. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fast paced. It's going to be lively. It's going to be active. You're going to be doing lots of great activities, and you're going to walk away with some very usable strategies that's going to change your life and change your business. There's going to be a link somewhere. There's going to be details with this video, with this webinar, that you're going to be able to grab your seat, whichever's going to be the most convenient city for you. Get your seat. Seats are limited, and I do look forward to spending 2 days with you, helping you make that breakthrough, giving you the blueprint that you can take away and make a difference in your life, your family's life, and the people you come in contact with. I can't wait to see you there. Grab your seat, and I'll see you shortly. Cheers.